What's up, guys? Welcome back, Mr. C's Corner. It is Friday, April 17th. It's Friday. That means it is Hype Up Friday, Dress Up Friday. We're ending our first week of virtual learning on a great note. Thank you for all of you who have participated and are engaged. Continue doing this. Pretty easy, pretty fun. It's great for me too. So today, we're going to be talking about retail stores and their sales taking a hit during this whole Corona economy. So your EQ today is, how has panic buying, we're going to learn about that, influenced business decisions? So that's your EQ. So let's just dive right into the lesson. So almost every kind of business have taken massive hits due to the COVID-19 outbreak, right? Retail sales, so the stores that you go into and physically buy the good or product have taken their sales have taken a sharp decrease in sales due to social distancing, right? We're not allowed to go out as often, and they're limiting the amount of people that were allowed to go into these retail stores, and also job loss. People aren't working. Do not have disposable income, so they're going to be spending less. But the money that people are spending on, or the products that people are buying, are these essential products, right? So we're going to go over the list of the week-by-week panic buying trends that we've seen since this has all started. Sound good? Okay, great. So according to the U.S. Commerce Department, retail sales have plunged 8.7% in March. Economists predicted it was going to be 8%, but it was actually 8.7%. That's a big decrease. Really think about it. Even though consumer spending rose online 3.1% and jumped 26.9% at grocery stores. Think about it. If I can't go into these retail stores, I'm going to go and buy it online at Amazon. That's what I do. And also grocery stores have seen a really big increase in sales. That's because people are panicked and they're buying and hoarding stuff. So panic buying means people are scared and they're hoarding, or they're buying items in excess. So like we talked about in the past, toilet paper or eggs or paper towels, hand sanitizer, etc. You get the idea. So I'm going to give you some key figures, some key sales drops in stores. So department stores have seen a 23.9% decrease in sales. It's a quarter of their sales off, roughly. Same thing with furniture stores. They're down 26.8%. Down 26.8. People aren't buying furniture right now, right? People don't have the disposable income to get the new sofa or get that new recliner. Sporting goods. Right now we're entering into spring season. Spring sports are supposed to be happening. So sporting goods stores are down 23.3%. They're missing out on all these spring sports and also summer sports. People are gearing up for baseball season and softball season, etc. Food services, they are down 26.5%. Right? Makes sense. We can't go into these stores, restaurants, and sit down for a nice meal now. We have to go and take out. And that's kind of like deterring people from doing that, right? Gas is down 17.2%. So since people aren't traveling as much, since people aren't driving, commuting to work, gas sales have gotten down. The biggest one that I saw and I was really surprised about was clothing retailers. They are down 50.5%. Half of their sales, they are down, right? People aren't going to go out and get, I'm not going to go and buy a new swimsuit now because I don't know if I'm going to be able to use it this year. Who knows? But the one thing that I saw wasn't a drop, it was an increase, was building material. They're up 1.3%, right? People are taking advantage of this time and improving their homes. Either, I know a couple of my friends are replacing their fence or hanging a door or painting, etc. People are taking advantage of this time and improving their homes. So your first question is, besides for building material sales in essential products, what other products do you think increased in sales since this whole COVID economy has started? So I'll repeat that again. Q1. Besides for building material sales and essential products, what other products do you think increased their sales? So most consumers are quarantined at home, right? So consumer spending has nearly come to a standstill. Besides for essential products like groceries, toilet paper, etc. Bad news for these retailers and the entire economy, since consumers make up roughly about 70% of spending and is a critical part of the economy. So since consumers are not allowed to go out because of social distancing and we don't have that disposable income, our whole overall economy is taking a hit because consumer spending accounts for 70% of the economy. So that's why we are seeing these the economy kind of ticking down. Hopefully it can bounce back soon. So here's a quote from Capital Economics senior U.S. economist Michael Pierce. Quote, with clear signs of panic buying of necessities and the fact that lockdowns were introduced only around the middle of the month of March means that far worse is to come in April and the second quarter more generally. So it's kind of like saying, hey, because people are panic buying and we see these increase in or decreases in certain kind of product areas, April we could see something worse. Now we can take, he's, in charge of certain things, but we got to have some kind of optimism. So I'm thinking that people are adjusting and what they are spending and they're spending their dollar better. So on Wednesday, 2 days ago, $1,200 stimulus checks were distributed to people. Some people got money. Some people got that $1,200 more. Some people got more based on their marital status and amount of dependents they have. Some people got less, depending on how much they earn and how much they make a year. Is it a coincidence that they were distributed at the beginning of Q2? I don't know. Maybe it's trying to get a spike in Q2 sales or quarter two sales. We'll see. So your second question, it's a prediction. I want you to predict something. Do you think that consumers will spend more on retail goods in the second quarter, or the second 3-month period of the year, since the stimulus checks were distributed? So I'll repeat that again. Do you think the consumers will spend more on retail goods since stimulus checks were distributed? Let me know. Remember, you post your comments on Schoology. All right, let's get up to date in this panic buying trend, right? People are scared and they're buying and hoarding. That's what it means by panic buying. You can define it your own way. That's how I'm defining it. So panic buying, not healthy, right? All these essential goods are being bought out, and maybe these essential workers might not be able to get a chance to buy toilet paper or hand sanitizer or disinfecting wipes. It's getting kind of ridiculous, and I understand it. People are scared, but it's overall not good. It's a bad habit. Walmart CEO Doug McMillon provided a play-by-play and a chronological order of a chronological list of what has been panic bought throughout Walmart stores since this whole COVID-19 pandemic has started. So week 1, early March, it was hand sanitizer whose sales have jumped in that first week 470%. So hand sanitizer saw a real sharp increase in sales, 470%. Week 2, toilet paper, paper towels, and tissues saw a huge increase, and factories were running 24/7 in order to keep up with the demand or with this panic buying trend. So that's week 2. Week 1, hand sanitizer. Week 2, toilet paper. Week 3, baking yeast. People are staying at home, especially if they have younger children. They are trying to entertain them, and they're trying to bake. I saw it with my friends on Snapchat that have younger children. They are baking with them and trying to keep them entertained. But baking yeast sales surged 640% at Walmart. 640. It's a lot. So week 4, spiral hams spiked 413%. That's probably a result of Easter just happening. People were buying their hams and preparing that. So week 5, early signs, that's the current week that we're in right now, it's week 5. There's early signs that hair clippers and hair dye, that's going up. So hair clippers are actually up week to date 166% so far. Pretty big increase. And hair dye is up 23%. So that's what we have. Monday, I'm actually going to be talking about, instead of these like really like those 5-week trends, I'm going to be talking about the overall sale increase of some of these products that we've seen, these retail products that we've seen, specifically the workout industry. People working out, people buying weights and workout equipment, and how they're adjusting to not being able to go to gyms to work out anymore. I know myself, it's been a little bit of a challenge, so we're just going to end it like that. Your bell ringer, read the about section, read the comment section, That's going to be your bell ringer. Remember, hey, put all your answers on Schoology, on the discussion board. Hope everyone has a great weekend. Signing off. I'll see you on Monday.